I grew up on the Mississippi River Valley. There's a lot of ducks and geese here, and Dad was a duck hunter. Friends of Dad's were duck hunters, and when I was a little boy, I was the dog. And as I got older, I'm like, man, it'd be great to have a dog to retrieve these things, so I didn't have to get out there and get wet sometimes and chase down the birds. So that's really what sparked me into wanting to get a gun dog. I decided to get my first gun dog and train it myself, and I did everything wrong. The dog barely knew its name, but I had so much fun with it, and that's really what kind of lit the fire in me to have gun dogs and learn how to train them. And was fortunate enough to meet a really good friend of mine. He's been a great mentor, and I still talk with him just about every day. And he taught me how to train dogs, and I've just had that passion ever since then. And that's really what grew us to what we're in today. Was I got another dog and trained it properly, and it was just so much fun watching the dog work. And that's how we've grown from 1 or 2 dogs to Berry Creek as a kennel today. So I started off with American bred dogs, and it's just a personal preference. American versus British, that's all it is a personal preference. But my first experience with a British dog, I was hunting with a group of guys down in Missouri, and that they had a dog that sat very quiet, calm in the dog box, was not tap dancing, no tail wagging, no whining. And when that dog was sent for a retrieve, it was just all about business. And I asked the gentleman that owned the dog, I said, where did you get that dog? That's the type of dog that I would love to have. And he explained to me it was a British dog, and so that sparked conversation. But I knew right then that was the British dogs were the dogs that I wanted to work with and provide for other people. So that's when I went to the British side versus the American bred side. It's all personal preference. Whatever people like, I'm happy for them. The British dogs make me complete. We really target the working class, if you would. Most people get a hunt 20 or 30 days a year, so that means you've got a pet dog or a companion dog 330 days a year. So the British dogs have the off switch when we're in the house or out in the yard or just doing whatever. When we're not working out in the field, they really flip that off switch and just make great family members to have around. And that's what we try to provide all of our clients with, is a dog that doesn't drive the wife and kids crazy, but also has high drive and full of go out in the field. Really a dual purpose dog. That's what we strive to produce for our clients. Raising puppies, training dogs, it is not a 9-to-5 job. It is a lifestyle, and I'm very, very fortunate to have my wife Melanie and my son Aiden, who share the same passion and the same likes. And as a family unit, we all kind of have our roles that we do and help each other. And without all of us working together, what we do here at Berry Creek would not be possible. So I'm very, very fortunate to have the support and the passion in all of us here at the kennel.
So we all wear different hats, but talking about what my role is here in Berry Creek Labs, I would say I'm a lot behind the scenes. Adam is the face of the kennel, and I'm behind the scenes supporting, if it's paperwork, making sure dogs are registered or making sure we're in compliance with the state licensing, but then raising the puppies, taking care of the little dogs, that's really my focus area, and that's what I really enjoy to do.
We expect a lot from our dogs. We have high expectations and want our dogs to perform well all the time, and with that high performance and that high expectation, our dogs have the same expectation of us to provide them with the best nutrition that we can which allows them to better perform at their highest level and reach their potential. We 2 years ago we started feeding Alpha Dog nutrition supplements, and we could not be more pleased with the results that we've gotten. Our dogs look great, they perform great, and the nutrition that Alpha Dog provides us is a huge part of helping our dogs do their job as well.
So if I look at the whole product line that Alpha Dog Nutrition has, my favorite one by far is OptiPup, and the biggest reason for it is I was struggling with puppies having loose stools, and I just couldn't figure it out. I ran to the vet several times, and after we started using that OptiPup product, stools became solid. The puppies overall just looked very healthy. Weights are very similar in the whole litter, like you don't really have a huge weight difference. So that's really what made me go with supporting Alpha Dog Nutrition, and right now I could not think that we would go with anything else. So OptiPup is really what convinced me to go with this supplement line.
For us to provide our clients with a healthy, well-bred British Lab, we have a very strict selection process that we go through. So dogs must be, number one, their health test, hips, elbows, eyes, genetic panel. Those are all very important to us. And then the dog also has to perform in the field. So it does take 1.5 to 2 years to evaluate a dog, train a dog, and make sure that we can check all of those boxes. And we've had some dogs that were really good in some areas, not so good in other areas, and we did not enter them into the breeding program. So to provide a high quality, healthy puppy for our clients, we are very, very particular on the dogs that enter our breeding program.